Hey there, happy almost New Year. Well, you might think I'm a little off because in most cultures here in the United States, New Year is January, but at Stonecroft, our new year begins April 1. So this is both the last week of our past year and the first week of our new year. And I'm excited because I get to introduce to you, even in the midst of all that's so different in our world, I get to introduce you our new theme, which is Rally Courage. And this theme is rooted in the idea that Jesus, we can rally courage because Jesus has gone out in front of us. We have a theme verse, which you can read more about below, from Isaiah, that basically says, in the day that God is prepared, there's not going to be the suffering, there's not going to be the COVID-19s, but Jesus will be the banner that is lifted up, and his resting place will be glorious. So because of that, I can be courageous today because I know where we're going, and I know where I can invite other people to know that they're going there as well. And furthermore, today I wanted to share with you something that's giving me courage today, this very day, the very day that I'm recording this little video. And this is a courage story that I see from Luke chapter 10 when Jesus visits two women. So I bet you'll be familiar with this, but hold with me and listen well. As Jesus and the disciples continued on their way to Jerusalem, they came to a certain village where a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. Her sister Mary sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he taught, but Martha was distracted by the big dinner she was preparing. She came to Jesus and said, "Lord, doesn't it seem unfair to you that my sister just sits here while I do all the work? Tell her to come and to help me." But the Lord said to her, "My dear Martha, you are worried and upset over all these details. There is only one thing worth being concerned about. Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken from her." Wow. How that gives me courage as I begin this new year for Stonecroft is that no matter what circumstance I find myself in, I can choose to be like Mary. I can choose to quiet everything that's going on, turn off the computer for a moment, and just go draw near to God, to pray, to listen, and to go, okay, God, you are still God on the throne. And like we see in this verse from Isaiah, you are the banner of salvation that is going forth, that the banner of your victory is going ahead of us. And because of you, I can stop all the crazy, all the COVID crazy, and I can just be still. And what I love about this too is it says, "My dear Martha," Jesus understood when I spin and toil and get frantic with all my to-do lists. You are worried and upset over all these details. Why, yes, I do get that way. But there is only one thing worth being concerned about. Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken from her. Life in Christ will not be taken from me. It will not be taken from you. And as we endeavor to love our neighbors toward Jesus during this time, love people at a distance toward Jesus during this time, that life that they discover will not be taken from them. So Happy New Year indeed. I'm excited to invite you to join me in this theme for the new year as we rally courage together.